Thor versus Vegeta. The God of Thunder versus the Prince of all Saiyans. My cross-dressing goat versus the poster child of pride itself. Both of these characters are loved and respected. Some more than others, but nonetheless, both are still respected. And with both characters winning their first and only round in a death battle, yes, their first round, Thor versus Wonder Woman doesn't exist, because my goat would never lose! Anyways, now they are up against each other for an additional point on their overall score. Will Thor take the victory and make me and the people of Asgard proud? Or will Vegeta take the victory and make Dragon Ball fans everywhere explode with excitement and joy? Guess you'll have to find out right now, actually. But first, random fun fact of the day. Apparently Thor is a massive SpongeBob fan. Yeah, pretty surprising. I didn't know, so I'm just surprised at y'all, but that just makes me love him even more! But anyways, on to the video! The battle starts off in a mountain range, and we see my goat Thor carrying a tree over his shoulder to flex his manly man, manly muscles, manly man, manly muscles, manly man. Muscles. But he gets stopped in his place by a powerful shockwave and sees Vegeta powering up. Thor, what the hell was that about? Jeez was just training and powering up. Was this really the best way to instigate the fight? Whatever.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business havest thou upon earth?
Throw that hammer at me again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face!
Didst that count?
I love the voice acting in this. Jonah Scott did an amazing job as my goat Thor Odinson. I really loved it. Plus he's also this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and most importantly, this guy. He's really good. And Vegeta was voiced by the legendary Nick Landis, aka Lenny Pator. What, that's it? Look, I don't know what you want me to say. That I love his voice, that Team 4 Star was my childhood, that TFS is one of my inspirations for my main channel, that I've seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged and Hellsing Ultimate Abridged more times than I can count it to the point where I can say an episode line for line. I love Lenny Pator. He's my goat. Death battle, voice acting, go.
Mark my words, dog. I will be in a death battle. Mark my words.
Anyways, but side note, I never really cared about the music in Death Battle because as much as it is good, there are some stinkers. But this song right here sent out a ripple in my soul, cause why does it go so hard? I'm probably, not scratch that. I am the biggest Princess of Pride fan. This song is so good! Anyways, Jeets goes on the offensive and punches my goat Thor dead in his chest, pushing him back. But my goat Thor recovers, then proceeds to go 0 for 3 against Jeets. Wait, dog, you couldn't even land one hit? Like, seriously? But then Jeets gets up in the air and starts to... Oh no, yeah, my goat Thor definitely got this. You wanna know why? Because the Prince of all Saiyans is key blast spamming. And we are only 40 seconds into the fight. Thor got this. And my goat Thor shoves up all those frog blasts, absorbs them into Mjolnir, redirects it back to Jeets, and says,
Yield, damnable cur! Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
yeah, let's go! Talk that talk, goat! And as my goat Thor dons his celestial slaying axe, Yarnbjorn, pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, he dashes towards Jeets and proceeds to go 0 for 3 again. And even when he does land a hit, Jeets catches it and Hakai's it. Thor, what the hell? You're embarrassing me. I'm giving you all this praise, but you're putting up Tony Snow numbers.
That money go where I go. Smoking on gelato. Foreign car, swerving pothole. Bad bitch, she from Chicago. She freaky, she gon'
So why don't you get your big body, muscular Chris Hemsworth looking at, but not really looking up, teed up, and do something cool! Anyways, and as Jeets catches Yarnbjorn, he turns blue and uses Hakai on it and says,
I have evolved beyond gods.
Woo! Let's go, Jeets! You can do it, best buddy! Hey, yo, I thought you were going for Thor. Well, my dear chat, there's something you gotta know about me. Fander before the slander, and slander before the fander. Even though I may not like a character, when said character does something that I like, I gotta praise it. But, even when I love a character to death, I gotta slander them when they do something dumb, something I don't like, or just because I can, because I can. Bro, you gotta stop derailing these videos and go on these dumb tangents. Yeah, I know. I'ma still do them, but I know. Anyways, Jeets then dashes towards my goat Thor and hits him with a kick to the gut and follows up with a nasty 4-piece combo and locks him in a barrage that leaves him spinning like a Beyblade, all while Jeets is saying,
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, and you can burn in hell!
Side note, as cool as that line is, somewhat effed up, because a part of that line was definitely cut. Lenny was supposed to say, I am the Prince of all Saiyans, but he says,
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans!
So either Lenny effed up, or the editors effed up. But anyways, as Jeets fires off his
Big Bang Attack!
it travels towards my goat Thor, but Thor absorbs it into Mjolnir, but he is struggling with a capital K to keep that attack locked in. Jeets then flies towards my goat, and in response, my goat Thor spins and throws Mjolnir, which Jeets dodges, but Mjolnir hits a U-turn back to Jeets, which he stops. But yeah, that kind of went exactly as I expected. Yo. If you like what you're watching and you want to see more of it, hit like and subscribe. Alright, I'm done. Now back to the video. And as both my goat Thor and Jeets hit the water, the entire lake erupts. And the cause is my goat Thor and Jeets now in his alter ego form, grappling it out in intense fashion. My goat Thor headbutts Jeets, but all Jeets can do is laugh maniacally and headbutts my goat Thor back. Thor calls back Mjolnir and delivers a nasty 4-piece combo on Jeets, which he tanks with his full chest and says,
Tell me, does a god such as yourself feel fear?
hey, he said the thing with the android and the god and the thing. He said the thing. Jeets then retaliates with a sky uppercut and a mean dropkick that sends my goat into a mountain, and then he hits my goat with a point-blank ki blast, definitely killing off some endangered species. VEGETA fans.
Is this your king? Is this your king?
Anyways, Jeets then locks my goat up as he is beating and dragging my goat Thor across a mountain and a fjord. Side note, for those who don't know, this is a fjord. Beautiful, ain't it? Then Jeets punches my goat down and starts piecing him up like Sonic's Final Smash and Ultimate, and after all that, my goat Thor finally gives an answer to Jeets' question, which is...
No fear, only fire!
Yes, sir! This is the hype! My goat Thor has tapped into its warrior's madness, and then both characters charge at each other and start throwing down with glorious passion with all these flashy and beautiful colors. Until my goat Thor catches Jeets and electrocutes him with Mjolnir, causing Jeets to skip across the lake and crash into a mountainside. But even after all that, Jeets pops back up and says,
All you will feel is oblivion!
the pinnacle of the fight is about to begin! Jeets begins to charge up ki and destruction energy as he is prepping to use his final flash. All while my goat Thor is spinning Mjolnir so hard that the stars in the sky start spinning due to him prepping his final attack, the God Blast. Then Jeets screams out, and my goat Thor responds with,
Feel heaven's wrath!
and fires the God Blast, which Jeets dodges by using instant transmission? Uh-oh. Then does that mean... No! Well, that happened. First off, can we please give my goat Lenny Patora a f***ing Oscar? Cause that scream was immaculate! Anyways, as Jeets beautifully evades my goat's God Blast by using instant transmission, my goat turns around, and this moment right here is top 10 moments before disaster. And as Jeets lets it rip, my goat Thor gets eviscerated by the mother of all final flashes, and with the earth somehow still standing, we see Jeets smiling at his victory over my goat.
It's what you think I'd say, bitch!
But even after this spectacular finish, it's still not enough to put my goat down. Cause as soon as Jeets drops his guard, a hand grabs him by his face, and it's revealed to be my goat Thor looking absolutely raw, clean, sexy as f***, please kiss me daddy, no pause, full homo, in his hand-drawn art style. Then Jeets grabs my goat's arm, screaming while using Hakai on him. And while this attack would work on most, my goat Thor is the exception, and he gives Jeets a piece of advice.
Always aim for the head.
Oh nah, wrap it up. He's so done. And as my goat says that, Mjolnir begins to arise from the depths as my goat slams Jeets downwards. And Vegeta can only look on in horror as Mjolnir rockets towards the back of his head, crushing it immediately, turning it into paste, and my goat dropping his headless corpse to only God knows where. Oh yeah! So, my goat won, a victory for me, but kind of a loss for me, cause I voted for Jeets the first time I watched it. But my goat won, so I don't care. But anyways, I love this battle. I like it a lot. It has some kinks, but the pros outweigh the cons in this case. The battle cooked, the score cooked, the animators cooked, the voice actors beyond cooked, Death Battle cooked. 8 out of 10. Anyways, happy Pride Months and Men's Mental Health Awareness Months. Shout out to my LGBTQ homie and my male homies. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Now like and subscribe for more content that you didn't ask for. Bye.